Welcome to another edition of the Lotus Lowdown. Today we got unit updates, Clubhouse International news, and an interview with Ken from the Wellness Unit. So stay tuned for more of the Lotus Lowdown. Hello and welcome to the Standard Review. Today we'll be looking at Standard number 3, which is members choose the way they utilize the Clubhouse and the staff with whom they work. There are no agreements, contracts, schedule, or rules intended to enforce participation of members. Meaning like you can come in and choose to work in media, and then in the afternoon you can work in wellness or admin. But it doesn't mean you can just sleep and just use the phone or the computer. You have to contribute to the work of the day. That is all for this review of the Standard. Hello and welcome to Unit Updates. All unit updates today is mostly from the Wellness Unit. In September, we are getting a farmer donation for a hog. Oh, that's going to be yummy. And we also got a new water cooler. Also, leftovers are on sale Friday, so 50 cents a box. So check it out. And that's all for Units Update. Hello and welcome to Clubhouse International News. Representative Ricky Torres has announced the establishment of a congressional caucus. The Clubhouse caucus will serve as a platform through which members of the U.S. Congress can advocate for enhanced mental health care by promoting the development and support of clubhouses. The new initiative marks a pivotal moment in our dedication to advancing mental health care and has the potential to open doors for many more impactful clubhouse advocates. The Clubhouse model has shown great success in empowering individuals and reintegrating them into the society. Through this caucus, we will advocate for the expansion of Clubhouse across the country, ensuring that more Americans have access to the support they need. We are greatly encouraged by and fully endorse Congressman Torres' endeavors to develop a bipartisan forum in an effort to expand the availability of Clubhouse model programs throughout the country. The initiative will offer a positive, holistic, life-changing opportunity for numerous individuals and communities impacted by mental illness. Clubhouse International stands ready to support and assist the work of the Clubhouse Caucus. We commend Webb Torres for founding the Clubhouse Caucus and advancing mental illness recovery in a way that empathizes the strength, dignity, and self-efficacy of people living with serious mental health conditions. The Congressman has been a leading mental health advocate in government and will please to continue to work with him to expand the reach and impact of clubhouses across the country. Thank you to my local Congressman Webb Torres for creating the first ever bipartisan Clubhouse caucus. Because of his leadership, people with serious mental illness will finally be heard through the halls of Congress, ensuring that more of us can gain access to the community and resources that have made all the difference in my life. The newly formed caucus will promote the success of the Clubhouse model in fostering individual empowerment, providing access to gainful employment and educational opportunities, facilitating social reintegration, and curbing healthcare expenses. It will actively push for its incorporation into U.S. national mental health system to offer recovery opportunities and support to the more than 14 million Americans living with serious mental illness. We look forward to supporting the caucus alongside Clubhouse Network. That is all for Clubhouse International News. Welcome to Current Events. From echolocation to regenerating limbs, the animal kingdom is teeming with superpowers. Visit the Topeka Zoo through September 8th for Sean Kinney animal superpowers made with Lego bricks. Exciting. Come to Open Mic Comedy Night with Top City Comedy every second and fourth Wednesday at the Happy Bassett Burrell House. This event is free to attend. Ooh. Yay. Friday nights in downtown Topeka, Cosmo Coat has Cosmo Cast Party Karaoke, showing them from 9:30 to 11 p.m. Showing the community at every plaza every second Friday through October for the annual Friday Flicks. The movie begins at 8 p.m. That is all for current events. Hello and welcome to the next staff interview in the Lotus Lowdown. I am here with Ken from the Wellness Unit. And Ken, we're going to ask you some questions.
Can I plead the fifth?
No, this is not a courtroom.
Oh.
Okay, question number 1. How did you get this job?
How did I get this job? Bribery. No, I was working for a company by the name of Minds Matter, and it was during COVID-19. And basically, my company gave me a choice of taking the COVID vaccine, or I would have to go somewhere else, or I could have an option of saying that it was against my religious beliefs to take the shot, and then I would have to go get two cotton swabs up my nose every week. So I just gracefully resigned, and I came over here to the clubhouse. I knew they were looking for good people, and I talked to a guy by the name of Corey, who was the clubhouse director at the time, and he interviewed me and asked me what I thought I would be doing at the clubhouse, and I gave him an answer of absolutely everything. So he pretty much hired me on the spot.
Okay.
And that was October 11th of 2021.
Nice. You only been here for like
3 years.
3 years, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you from?
Where am I from? Well, where am I from?
Yes.
Like, where was I born?
Yes.
I was born in Kansas City, Kansas.
Ooh. I was also born in Kansas City, Kansas.
I was born in Missouri.
Well, just kidding. Hey. Have you always worked in the wellness unit?
Actually, no, I have not. I've started out doing employment and resources and education, and then the cook that was working in the kitchen, she left, so they didn't have anybody that knew how to cook for 25 or 30 people, so I stepped in. And then the clubhouse director at the time, Leo, asked me if I would like to assume the job. So that's how I became that. And then after the transition from the drop-in center to the clubhouse, basically that's how I became in the wellness unit. They made the kitchen the wellness unit, so that's how I kind of became the wellness guy.
So what's an average day in wellness unit like?
Oh, it's living hell. No, there is no average day in the wellness unit. We strive to get 5 or 6 or 8 people there in our unit to make things run a little bit more smoothly and efficiently. Sometimes we only get 1 or 2 people, and we have afternoons like today where we have absolutely nobody in our unit. So we don't have really a typical day in the wellness unit. We strive to get everything done, and we strive to, participate in our model, working, side by side with our members. But sometimes, we just have a lack of members to work with. So there's no typical day in the wellness unit.
Okay, how busy are food box days in wellness?
Are you talking about preparing them or distributing them?
Not either.
Either?
Either.
Okay, on a typical Monday, we get together, and usually there's 3 or 4 of us, and we go back into the supply room and see what we have. We usually give out 7 or 8 items. Sometimes we like to have 3 or 4 people participate. And then normally on Wednesdays, we distribute at least probably a dozen on the average. And sometimes we have weeks that we actually hand out 15 food boxes. So,
What's your favorite thing about the wellness unit?
cooking. I love to cook.
I cook with this guy.
It's in the blood, man. My dad was a chef.
Ooh.
So it's in the blood. I love to cook.
What do you think of the new fans? Aren't they awesome?
Fans? Oh, the new vans, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty sharp. You know, when you're driving around, people expect like the president or the the CIA or the Secret Service to pop up out of them, but it's just us. So we're kind of undercover in our new black Mercedes vans.
We need to do that. Just all dressed up like Secret Service man and come morning out one day, and be like, "What the hell's going on?"
It reminds me of that song. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, so I must make them in.
Okay. I guess you already answered this question. How long have you been with Lotus House? 3 years, right?
Well, I've been with Lotus House almost 3 years, October 11th. I also worked back in 2006 to, I believe, 2008. I worked for Breakthrough also. I worked over there at the office at 6th and Topeka, and my job was I supervised some of the attendant care workers, and I trained the new staff that came in to do attendant care.
Nice. Okay. What's your favorite standard?
My favorite standard? I don't know if I have a favorite one, to tell you the truth. I think they're all good. I think some of them could get kind of updated, and I've heard that there is a committee that looks at the standards that updates them periodically. Or perhaps there's room for a standard or two to be added.
Okay, final question. What do you hope for the Clubhouse's future?
The Clubhouse's future. Well, I can hope for a lot of things. I hope that we have a lot more members come to our Clubhouse. I hope that we get our name out there in the community so people actually know about us. A lot of people have never heard of us. We have 128,000 people in Topeka, and I figured if we could just get, 1 or 2% to be actively involved in the Clubhouse, and that means to be coming every day or 3 or 4 times a week. That is hope. That is my hope. Also, housing. We desperately need housing for our members. We have a lot of our members that are not successful with, they can get apartments, but they can't maintain them, or they end up having people stay with them and they get booted out of their apartments, so they need help and they need support, and that would be another hope that we could help create a program to help people stay and maintain their housing. Also, I would like to see Lotus House open up at 8 o'clock in the morning and run until 8 o'clock at night. I've talked to several members that in our clubhouse that have absolutely nothing to do after 4 o'clock. And they usually go home and they get depressed, and they end up either calling the crisis line or going in for some kind of an evaluation or hospitalization. So that would be another hope, to see the clubhouse running from 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night. Now, back in the olden days when they had it over at 5th and Western, they had longer hours there. So I think that would be kind of something to strive for. And also, I would like to see our clubhouse working on being more self-sustainable. Growing our own food, maybe canning our own food. We have the hydroponics unit right now, but I'm talking about planting food and growing our own food. And also looking at all of the energy that we waste around the clubhouse with all these lights that are on that, for instance, we have lights on right now, and I don't know why they're on, because you shut them off and it didn't really make a whole lot of difference. So basically, what it all boils down to, I guess, is Ken for president. I don't know.
Okay. That's it. This isn't a staff interview. Ken, thanks for joining me, and we will be right back. All right, Cameron, what's cooking for next week?
Well, the Lotus House lunch menu, starting with Monday, is having ribs, macaroni salad, chips, and chips. Tuesday, we are having chicken enchiladas, baked, garlic bread, and pears. Wednesday, we are having chicken salad sandwiches, chips, or cottage cheese. Thursday, we are having hot dogs, potatoes, or mac and salad, and chips. Friday, we are having luscious leftovers.
Thank you, Cameron. That's all for the What's Cooking.
Hello, Tom. We have Tom here, and he's I'm be interviewing him today. Here we go. Tom, why did you become a member?
Well, I was looking for the Infinity Gauntlet, couldn't find it anywhere else, so they told me to come to Clubhouse, and they have a couple on sale I could buy, so I bought one, and okay, now, why did I choose to become a member? It wasn't really a choice, it's just something that kind of happened, like, a year or two ago, I was working with Filet on trying to get out of Countryside, and they talked about breakthrough and Sunshine Connects a lot, so I came here back before we were accredited, in the long ago. Before accredited, and when it was still kind of like a shopping center, we could use a computer before people were in that privilege. And back before it was accredited, and I didn't like it too much because there was really nothing to do. You ate, you talked to people, and you played on the computer. But then like a year after that, I think it was earlier this year, I met Matt at Countryside through Filet, and he was telling me how the Clubhouse, how it's had changed, and there was stuff to do, and blah, blah, blah. Though the original hook, you could say, was they were going to help me get out of Countryside, so I came for that. And then after a while, I started doing some things, I started to become more and more. I liked it more, so I just started coming. I come almost every day now.
Good. Question number 2. How long have you been a member?
500 years. I mean, we gone through the Great Depression. I think Dracula was around during that time and like fighting the Turks, and we fought the British and ourselves, and then the Shermans. And I don't know. I think at least maybe a year. I have to look at my private file or something.
Question number 3. I've seen you in all the units. Which one is your favorite?
See, there's no right answer because either Lois gonna get on me, or Shiz is gonna get on me, or Sydney's gonna get on me, and Molly's gonna say something. And like, I think media, because I get to do this.
Media power.
I also like admin, and I'm starting to like wellness a bit more. I like to serve. I like to serve lunch when I can, and I like all the data entry stuff. I like counting the lunch tickets, the Y counts. I like doing the attendance and printing it out and stuff. Yeah.
Next question. What's your favorite thing to do at the Clubhouse?
Make fun of Molly. Oh no, really, it's the activity like I was just talking about, like making videos. I'm even, and Molly's gonna brag about this, but I'm even starting to like send up pieces. Give me you, Molly! But the activity is mostly what keep me coming back.
What's your favorite aspect of the Clubhouse?
Isn't that basically the same question?
Maybe.
My favorite aspect of the Clubhouse is that I get to run around and do stuff that actually has a purpose, you know? Like,
So it gives you something to do.
give me something to do, and it gets me away from people harassing me in Countryside. You heard me, Countryside.
That's fair. That's 100% fair. Next question. What's something you think you can... let me read that. What's something you think can be added to the Clubhouse to make it better? Did that make any sense?
More cute girls. No. Oh.
Molly was very excited with this video.
I mean, really, I think what the Clubhouse needs right now is just more members to take part in the work of the day. I mean, when I do the attendance, there was like a handful of people who come in, but they only sign in for like maybe 5, 15 minutes to an hour, then they leave. But we have a very small fraction of people that take part of the work of the day, and it's starting to hurt the other units. Like in media, mainly it's just you, me, and Laura. And wellness is a couple of people, admin's a couple of people. I think they're all going to PDU because that's what a snack bar is. But like the other units have been suffering to the point that now we're having sandwiches instead of an actual meal.
True.
So I just think what we need more members who actually want to work in the work of the day and participate every day.
This is the next question of how would you think we could do that?
I don't know. Make an ad campaign. Add a marketing unit. I don't know.
It's not I'd ask. Let's figure out where I'm at. Which one of the books you wrote is your favorite, and what is it about?
Oh my God, that's like picking my children. I think it's like a toss-up between Gaia and Genesis. Gaia is about a 16-year-old girl named Tori Shakers who lives in my hometown of Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
And like she developed these up-based powers, but she accidentally causes this earthquake that like, and it gets dark from here, like kills people and injures people severely. So she feels guilty about it. So she decides to fight crime to like get redemption from that, and she ends up fighting creatures like Thanatos, the Greek god of death, and Medusa herself. And I plan to make that a trilogy, and there'll probably be 2 spin-off books from that. And Genesis is kind of like my fantasy epic, very heavily inspired by Game of Thrones and my own freaking imagination, which is it's amazing now. I don't even know where I'm at some days, but it follows 6 point of view characters. You got Shrake White, who is the first character I ever written, who is a laid-back, womanizing soldier boy. And then you got Fakari, who is a blind assassin, half demon. Then you got Lady Miracle, who is basically Lady Jesus. And can do all the same miracles Jesus does, and she's very heavily devoted to God. If God told her to slap herself, she would slap herself without hesitation. I mean, anything God says goes in her mind. That's just. And then you got Ian Matthews, who is a superhuman. He has electricity powers, flight, and he can read people's minds and stuff.
So he's basically Superman.
He is not Superman. He's nowhere near the powerful of Superman. And then you have Princess Lori, who I made bald because, I don't know, I just... Bald people assist, get over it. And then I have Sarah Firestone, who is another superhuman, and her power has a lot to do with the mind. She can also read minds. She had telekinesis, pyrokinetics, and empathy. It basically means she knows what you're thinking, she knows what you're feeling, and she can't control her power. So she should, if she was standing in the room right now, she would know what all 3 of us are thinking right now.
So basically, she knows everybody's secrets
Yeah.
before they even come up.
So those are my 2 main favorites. I don't know how many books Genesis is going to be because I adapted that from the writing site I made back in 2011, and there's a lot of story to be told in that book. But yeah.
What's your favorite meal at the Clubhouse?
I can't even remember half the stuff I had here. I guess the deal meat, but I never thought I would say in a million years. Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, that's me too. Thank you, Ken. What's your favorite soda to buy at the snack bar?
Dr. Pepper Zero. Ever since they got bottles and I started buying them more.
That was easy.
It's like the cheapest bottle you can get right now. Cause shoot, the countryside, a bottle is $2.25. A can out of the vending machine is $1.25, and if you want a cheaper, get out of the country store only a can for $1 even. So I'm getting a bottle for the same price I paid for a can over there. So yeah,
It's
a good
called
deal.
inflation.
It's a good
Am I wrong?
inflation. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill that thing.
Am I wrong? What are your plans for the future?
Take over the world. I'll probably have delegates control each major region, probably have like, I don't know.
That's a big dream.
No, my plans for the future is eventually get out of countryside, either go into a good home, apartment, or move back in with my folks' place. Like, try to get big on YouTube someday, or write a book that sells really well and gets me in the game, or something, and maybe someday find a girlfriend, turn her into a wife, get married, and have children.
That's a good dream. I like that. I wish I could do that. That's it.
Alright!
Nice talking to you.
Nice being talked to.
Yeah.
And that concludes this episode of the Lotus Lowdown. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next week.
Hi, everyone.
We take. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the. We take. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Are you recording this? We're never gonna get through this interview. Okay, one more time. This time, it's personal.
Where have you been all my life?
Guy thinks he's Robin Williams. You can't control him. Come on, guys. We got work to do. We only got like an hour to do this.
Oh, this is great.
Before we all go home.